10 rounds in the middleweight division. Brought to you by Salida Promotions in association with Spencer Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Bet Online and Hotel St. Regis, Detroit. Our 3 judges assigned will be Domingo Ledesma, Patrick Schmidt, and Gerard White. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black with white and weighed in officially at 159.2 pounds. Coming to us from Dallas, Texas, he brings an undefeated record with 9 wins, 7 of those 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miquel Hernandez. And his opponent across the ring in this co-main event, he's fighting out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing white trunks and weighed in officially at 159 pounds. Hailing from Linden, Michigan, he has a professional record of 18 wins, just 1 defeat, with 11 of those 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Joey, the small town soldier Spencer. Your referee in charge is Ansel Stewart.
Okay, gentlemen, 10 rounds. Trunks are good, You receive your instructions. Let's have a good, clean, professional fight. Touch them up, let's go with the belt.
So Joey Spencer making his DAZN debut here tonight. This is a fighter who grew up fighting on national television, so a co-main event slot, fighting on DAZN, nothing new for Joey Spencer. But still on the comeback trail after suffering his first career loss. Miquel Hernandez looking to issue number 2 here tonight in our co-main event. Body work there from Spencer, and this is in line with what Hernandez's team said his approach would be early in the fight, Raul, which is to keep that tight shell, keep pressure, but not offer too much in the early going. Right there, he just got touched with a nice right hand.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. You know, he's trying to move forward with his hands up. Remember, he's naturally the bigger guy. He's taller. He's a solid middleweight. Joey's really a 154-pounder. So that's the game plan for Hernandez, to come forward. There was some good straight shots there by Hernandez that landed on Spencer.
Yeah, 2 good right hands from Hernandez.
That frame defense, you know, it's so hard to break that frame defense. Joey Spencer's gonna have to punch around the gloves or hit the gloves to try to knock the gloves down and then be able to hit him with the straight shots.
There's that right hand followed by the left from Miquel Hernandez. Nice 2-1 from Hernandez, Al.
Yeah, and you know, Joey Spencer's kryptonite is the straight right hand, and that's the punch he's been hit with more often than anything. And Hernandez, in video even of watching him, he's got that punch, so we'll see. Early on, he's done it well.
What, Hernandez has a pretty good long jab that's keeping Spencer where he wants, you know, to be able to land the right hand in his combinations. I like the way Hernandez is covering up. It's the first round. Joey's, you know, he's busy. He's always been busy and explosive with his combinations.
And Hernandez, a guy who appeared at U.S. Nationals a number of times, over 80 amateur fights, but as a pro, Al, he's kind of been toiling in obscurity. In his words, he's been fighting in bingo halls, at times making more money as a sparring partner than he has as an active competitor. But tonight, we're getting a look at what his true skill set could be.
Yeah, and he hasn't fought, you know, brilliant opposition. 7 of his 9 foes have had a losing record, so you're right. He's been toiling in a way that hasn't put him at center stage. This is obviously an opportunity for that, and Joey Spencer wants to make sure that doesn't become an upset opportunity. but certainly a good beginning for Hernandez.
Sneaky body shot there from Joey Spencer a moment ago. That left hand snuck in. Worked his way out of the break, and now trying to stab Hernandez through that frame defense, or in the moments when he relents.
Good counterpunch in there by Spencer.
That last hook caught by Hernandez, but this is a good competitive fight through round one.
Very good round.
Another round like that, you only want to see more and touch that body a little bit more.
Here we see Hernandez with that straight right hand that connected on Spencer. Then Spencer trying to study him, looking at him. It's just that's where he counters over the top. That hit didn't really hit him. Then he comes back with a left hook, which kind of caught him, but his glove was a little bit open. That was a very close round, very competitive round.
It's round two underway. Bit of a homecoming here for Joey Spencer. Plenty of his fans made their trip from the small town of Linden, Michigan to here at Flint.
Spencer has legitimate power in both hands, and he's got a good left hook. He's got a really nice straight right hand, and I think a big key for him in this fight is going to be simply, hurting Hernandez at some point, because Hernandez has that height and reach and might be able to peck away from the outside.
And Hernandez admitted as much in our fighter meetings that he feels that Spencer has a speed advantage. He feels that he has better timing. He knows that Spencer has good pop, but he feels that he has a little bit more power.
Well, Spencer definitely has more speed, because he's been connected with some fast, explosive jabs and 3 and 4 punch combinations. Some of them miss, but some of them catch Hernandez.
Right hand over the top there from Hernandez, who's been spending time sparring Marquise Taylor, who fights tomorrow night here on DAZN.
Marquise Taylor, another top middleweight, right? And sparring with someone like Tim Tszyu, I'm sure you're going to learn a lot too. Sparring with a guy like that, with a champion and the experience that he has.
And I think Eric Lange having this kind of confidence to take the fighter on, that's, I think, a sign that he's probably a good fighter.
This is the kind of fight that Hernandez wanted to drag Joey Spencer into. They wanted this to look as similar to the Ramos fight for Spencer as possible.
I think he's kind of, like I said at the beginning, he's kind of reminded him a little bit of the Ramos fight, because that's the way Ramos was boxing him. A lot of combinations, imposing his size, his will on Spencer. I think that's Hernandez's fight. He needs to keep him there. There's no even though he's got the height and reach advantage, I think it's better if he fights him in the inside like this. He's doing a lot better. It's working for him.
Well, more than anything, it's neutralizing Spencer's offense on top of everything else. So
I think Spencer's spending too much time on the ropes. He should have gotten out of there by now.
Hernandez showing some good timing here on the inside, too. When Spencer's thinking about that uppercut to the body, he's coming over the top of the right hand.
Yeah, he is.
There's some good body work from Spencer, but Hernandez right back on top of him. Good flurry to the body again there from Spencer.
And part of it we talked about, there's that uppercut. Spencer's not the biggest physical guy in this ring, and he's having a hard time pushing Hernandez off of him from the ropes.
He's trying to use hand speed to kind of work his way out of this predicament, but the size and the pressure of Miquel Hernandez, he's liking this.
That was a good uppercut at the end of the round by Spencer. But not sure if he won that round. He spent the majority of the round on the ropes.
Yeah, that had to go to Hernandez.
Well, Australian pound-for-pound great Jai Opetaia will look to defend his IBF cruiserweight title on home soil as he takes on the undefeated mandatory Hussein Chinkara on the Gold Coast on a Wednesday, January 8th, live right here on DAZN.
Hernandez pushing Joey Spencer against the ropes. And it isn't that everything is landing there or even when he pushed him right against the ropes. And Spencer doing some good work off the ropes in that instance. But he kept him there really for almost all of the round. And here is the part of the round where the uppercuts and some of these other shots were getting in. And even though Spencer did do some good work off the ropes, he was pinned there for a long time.
So round 3 underway. If you're Miquel Hernandez, you have to like how this fight was looking in the latter half of round 2 there, and you probably like your chances if it could look like that for the majority of this fight.
He needs to get back right on it, cut that distance quick, and just make it ugly in there. Don't allow Spencer to get his rhythm. Don't let him get off with his speed, his explosive combinations. Got caught, that overhand right. Spencer got caught with a nice overhand right by.
And that's Hernandez, a theme that we've identified here early, Raul, that when Spencer goes to the body, that's kind of the trigger for Hernandez to just come over the top.
Over the top, yeah. He's measuring that every time and I love the way he keeps his hands up. See, I mean, it might have gotten in a little bit, but not much because he's, his gloves are up, guarding his head.
The other key weapon that is really now coming into play is Hernandez's jab. And he's really landing the jab well.
Good body punching too by Hernandez. I just think his shots are doing more damage, Al.
Yeah, they probably are. And Spencer trying to turn the tables on him by pushing him in the ropes, but didn't quite work.
Spencer admitted to us in fighter meetings where he was incredibly eloquent and open that one of his issues in the Ramos fight is that he kind of got it in his head that he wanted to have a classic fight and score a knockout. And having those things in his mind really plagued him and maybe forced him to fight that he shouldn't have.
In that fight, he was really overextending himself, looking for a knockout with literally every punch, and it didn't serve him well.
There's a nice right hand from Spencer. Spencer feels that at a certain point in this fight, his athleticism will just start to break Miquel Hernandez down, that he'll just have more ideas than Hernandez will, but right now it's the simplicity of the attack from Hernandez that is maybe giving him some issues.
Yeah, it's that constant, in his face. He's in his face. Even at times Hernandez doesn't throw, but he's still coming forward. Then, what they call mental pressure. He's coming forward, and he's busy. He throws good body shots. He's not allowing Spencer to do what he's used to doing.
Final 10 seconds here of round 3. Joey Spencer holding the center of the ring a little bit more here. Gets off one last good body shot maybe before the bell. Better round there for Joey Spencer.
You want that round clearly, drop the big shots on him. Okay, take your time, be patient. Okay? You drop big shots on him, don't come right back and you got 50 more on him. When you get ahead in the round, you drop a big scoring shot. Take advantage of it. 10 seconds. We gotta go 10. Okay? This is yours. We got 10 more. Fucking yours. We got 10 more, baby. Stay focused for him. When he comes in all cute, just stay tight and counter like you're doing. He's wearing out. He's got to look out of options in about 2 more rounds. Okay? Yeah. Good. Let's go. You're a train. Let's be a train.
Heard Eric Belanger. Happy with what he's seeing from Miquel Hernandez. You saw Jason Spencer, Joey's dad, in his corner over on the other side. Both corners happy with what they saw in that round, and I think that is true. I think both guys were doing at least portions of what they want to do for the entirety of this fight.
In the last round, Spencer went downstairs pretty effectively, and he's a very good body puncher, and I think they want to see that continue. if he can get in position to do that. But the jab of Hernandez is also keeping him at bay a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to find a way to get away. Every time, like Corey said earlier, every time Spencer goes to the body, Hernandez catches him on top with a nice 1-2.
There's a nice pull counter from Joey Spencer. One of the few times that Hernandez has abandoned that kind of frame defense. When he has, Spencer has identified it well, Raul. I think that he's taken those opportunities like that to land with the right hand.
His explosiveness, his speed gets him there. And he should take advantage of that. Instead of just one shot, try to land 2 or 3. You know, he's an explosive power puncher. You know, he throws 3 and 4 punch combinations all the time, so he needs to get back to that.
You can hear the Hernandez corner asking for an uppercut when he does get to the inside. Right hand catching the gloves of Hernandez.
Spencer's found a way to curl that right hand a little bit around the guard and get it in a little bit, and there he was threatening to do it. So, you know, that could be a big factor for him as this fight wears on.
There's that chopping right hand from Hernandez again. Oh, big uppercut from Spencer. That was the shot that he was hoping for. Hernandez's corner was asking for an uppercut, but he just ate a terrific one.
Yeah, he caught him reaching in. I'm telling you, that speed as the rounds go, I think the speed that Spencer has is getting to Hernandez.
Final 30 seconds here of round 4. We're seeing this adjustment from Joey Spencer, both the legs of Joey Spencer, the athleticism he talked about, but also just keeping that lead hand extended, just occupying the hands of Hernandez is allowing him to have some success here in the 4th.
Yeah, that movement, that footwork, I mean, everything. He busts a really good, intelligent round. He won this round. He needs to keep that pace going.
The Zone is proud to be the home of boxing, broadcasting over 150 fights per year, including a Friday, December 13th, Antonio Vargas taking on the undefeated Winston Guerrero in a bantamweight showdown from the Carib Royale in Orlando, Florida.
Easy work. He touch the body, stay tight. Punch up the knee. When he gets underneath me, give yourself a little bit of a half step out.
The best round of the fight for Joey Spencer. We'll see if he can build upon that here. In
Nice
round 5.
Beautiful 1-2 by Hernandez.
The other thing that is a factor in this fight, I think, is the level of opposition you faced. I mentioned earlier that Hernandez hasn't yet really faced hard opposition. Joey Spencer has been in with much tougher people. So, and Spencer himself is a big step up for Hernandez. So we'll see how that plays out as this fight goes on.
You're right, and you know Spencer, he's gone the rounds, he's got the experience, and Hernandez has only been one time 8 rounds, one time 6 rounds. He's never been 10 rounds, so that makes a big difference.
And the people he's fought are not on Spencer's level, but you know,
not at all.
But clearly, of course, that's when you step up, when you face the better opposition. So we'll see how he does.
Speed from Spencer again. That left uppercut broke through. Even if some of that was touching arms and gloves, there was one obvious shot that did break through.
He's scoring. He's scoring, and that stops Hernandez's momentum too. You know, when you throw combinations like that are so fast, it keeps you from throwing.
That's an excellent right hand that connected there from Hernandez, though.
And we haven't seen the right hand from Hernandez for about a round and a half.
Spencer again looking for that uppercut.
Got to get a little bit closer. Yeah, that jab that he was a little bit too far off. But and then again, that jab of Hernandez kept him away from getting in there. See, that's what I think Hernandez needs to do. Like how he did it in that about maybe 2-3 rounds ago. Keep him there on the ropes and keep hitting him everywhere. Hit him on the arms, hit him on the side of the waist, go up the middle. I'm looking for that Joey Spencer sneaky uppercut. It's coming. There he goes.
One of Spencer's favorite fighters is James Toney. And fighting like this, very Tony-esque, Tony Girov, a little, you know.
Trying to hide it in between the shoulders and, you know, staying in front of your opponent, but giving them the side peripheral view, you know, like.
Well, Spencer,
there goes that uppercut.
There it is. And Spencer has said that this is his favorite kind of fighting. The way that he described it is a fight that looks like a war visually, but you're actually catching and rolling with shots, that subtlety. The problem is these types of moments still look good to judges for Hernandez.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, it looked like Hernandez was on him the whole time, and he's still punching. So I don't know how you judge that round.
There we go. We took back control. That's our round again, baby. Arms down. Deep breath.
Joey Spencer's wife and newborn baby nervously taking in the proceedings. Spencer looks for win number 19 here tonight near his hometown of Linden.
Keep it up. Stay smart. You gotta keep stopping tonight. You're doing great. Okay?
Back to action here in our co-main event between Joey Spencer and Miquel Hernandez. It's been a good one so far. And obviously this is not how you score fights, but if you were just to look at the faces of either fighter, Joey Spencer a little bit marked up.
And so
well, in defense of Joey Spencer, you know how many fights I won with my face marked up. So.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah, one or two.
You would never know looking at you now, Ro.
No, you're a handsome man. You know, the Hernandez jab stopped, and it was help setting up the right hand. But for a couple rounds there, he was using that jab as not only a rangefinder but landing it. And there he's trying it again.
Spencer actually tried to weave his way to the inside a little bit. And this is something he's talked about in the past, that particularly during his upbringing, his father would make him basically try on a different style each and every round to get him used to and give him a comfort level in operating in totally different styles.
Tell you what, Al, it seems like Hernandez is using that jab again in this round.
Yeah, it's a heavy jab, too.
Heavy jab, using his straight shots down the middle.
Yeah, that was what he got away from.
Yeah, he's back with the jab again. There's that long jab.
And it's allowed him in this round to keep Spencer at bay, and Spencer hasn't been able to get in there and run off those combinations like he wants to. It actually kind of a passive round offensively from Spencer. He hasn't done much offensively in this round.
Spencer trying to lean on Hernandez there. Hernandez just taking a little bit of a breather. That's a nice left hook to the body from Spencer. Hernandez's corner imploring him to lean on Spencer to do what Spencer was trying to do to him about 20 seconds ago. Again, trying to use that natural size advantage that Hernandez has.
Yeah, Joey Spencer's not initiating the action that much in this round. There it is.
That's some good body work by Spencer at the end.
More body work from Spencer. Crowd starting to get into this one here at Flint.
You're getting it, baby. He's falling apart. All you got to do is not fall apart, he's falling apart. There's no fight. 3 more rounds, baby. 3 more rounds. Now start getting those signals. Now, I want to see a bit of faith. 3 more rounds.
Spencer was on the end. Oh, I'm sorry, Raul. Go ahead. Spencer on the end of that jab, a lot of Hernandez.
There we'll see Spencer working his combinations to the body over the top. Not many connected, but then Hernandez comes back with his jab, and I'll tell you what, that was a close round.
A lot of close competitive rounds in this one. We mentioned it during our opening, Raul. This is not an easy bounce back fight for Joey Spencer by any means.
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, don't let that 9-0 record underestimate Hernandez. I mean, again, like I said, sparring with Tim Zhu, sparring with Marquise Taylor, who's very awkward. Be fighting here tomorrow on the Zone, and he could fight. Hernandez could fight. For being 9-0, he's definitely a better fighter than
win or lose for Hernandez here tonight. I'm sure a lot of people are watching thinking, hey, where's this guy been? I mean, he's just been hiding out in the Tim Zhu camp.
He's out of Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. He's from Texas. I had never heard of him.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well, and again, he hasn't fought, people of note, and tonight he gets a chance to fight a fighter of note. And what he's showing is, as you both have pointed out, and as Eric Belanger believes, that he does have skills.
And that's saying something, Raul. If there's a high guard pressure fighter from Texas that you don't know, I mean, that's your thing. That's your category.
We had some talk, and I said, he said a lot of his training he does in Vegas.
Training out of the Split T boxing gym in Vegas. Looking for that left hook up top. There's that right hand that snapped the head back of Spencer a couple of times in this fight. And Hernandez, one of those fighters, Al, that kind of uses his reach in an interesting way. You'll see that long jab from time to time, but he kind of uses it to wrap around the guard in close proximity instead.
Yeah, and sometimes it's used to control distance, and sometimes it's used to get him inside. So it is intriguing. And he's having a pretty good round here.
Yeah. Oh, nice counter overhand right by Spencer.
That's that hand speed of Joey Spencer and the power.
He needs more of that, more of those right hands. Punches and bunches, then load up with another shot.
Yeah, that's the thing. When Joey Spencer's at his best, he's explosive. And you see it sometimes, but you don't see it all the time in this fight.
Final 30 seconds here of round 7. You wonder, there we saw it right there, Raul, with the explosiveness of Spencer. You wonder if a few more foot feints like that might slow down the pressure of Hernandez.
I think so. I think that's what I'm saying. He's single punching. One single shot ain't going to do it. He's got to do 3-4 punches. Put them together and then go back again with a big shot, then come back with another 3 or 4 shots.
There's a good little sequence for Spencer, though. You saw a sneaky uppercut there a moment ago.
There's that one shot again.
These final 25 seconds or so of that round were good ones for Joey Spencer.
Deep breath, still your runner. You got 3 more. Can you give me 3 good rounds? You're tired. I know you're tired too. I don't care. You got to give me 3 good rounds. You got to give me 3 good rounds.
That's lost that overhand, that explosiveness, that speed by Joey Spencer. But it was one shot. I mean, and then look at Hernandez comes back with a sneaky jab. But I think Hernandez got the best of him in that round. I mean, excuse me, Spencer got the rest of him in that round with his speed and explosiveness. Still a very competitive fight, I think, Corey.
Don't give him that one if we got this fight. Rock and roll with that right hand. Smart, 1 to 2.
We heard Eric Belanger in Hernandez's corner saying, I know you're tired, I don't care. You've got 3 rounds to go. And there's that right hand again. Hernandez has typically started rounds very strongly in this fight.
The right distance for Hernandez when he caught him with that overhand right and left hook.
One thing Spencer has done, and he does do it in fights when he's at his best, is he's been able to get underneath a lot of the shots of Hernandez. And early in this round has done that as well. There it is.
Both fighters swinging wild there and missing.
Well, guys, now that we're kind of in the home stretch of this fight, and you might not be scoring actively as you're calling a fight here, but what kind of sense do you get? What neighborhood do you think we could be in scorecard-wise?
That's a very good point, and a good question. And my sense of this is that it depends on what judges are looking for in this fight. I personally think Hernandez might have a slight edge, but again, I'm not scoring every round, and it could easily be the other way.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other way.
You think Spencer?
Maybe like 4-3 for Spencer.
Could be.
But it's still up for grabs. I mean, it's a close fight. It's competitive. It's about who wants it more at this point. I mean, who's going to make the right moves?
It's probably 1 point either way, however you have it.
Right, and if this is that kind of fight, if it's a 4-3 either way kind of fight, these last 3 rounds decide the fight.
Absolutely.
They mean a lot.
Good body work from both men. Left hook to the body from Spencer, but Hernandez back with a 2-punch combination downstairs, and now stabs that jab to the body.
And one of the things that makes these close rounds is portions of the round will be controlled by Hernandez, then portions by Spencer, and you have to kind of add it up at the end of the round, what you think.
Good right hand there from Hernandez, and another. Raul, are you seeing?
Yeah, that was a good sequence.
Hernandez is getting a little bit lower this round. You notice that? He's kind of dipping down and is giving him a nice lane for some of these shots.
And he was successful with that. It was about a sequence of 2 combinations that he threw, like 3 or 4 combinations that landed, and might have rocked the.
Yeah, this has the Hernandez corner fired up. They're yelling as if they feel that Spencer is hurt, and Spencer is moving like a wounded fighter. The volume of Hernandez may be starting to catch up with Joey Spencer here in round 8. Final 10 seconds leading up to what will be a welcome reprieve for Spencer. A big breakthrough for Miquel Hernandez.
Come on, we win it.
This is where Hernandez started to take control, and the right hand, which had done well earlier in the fight, surfaced again. The jab was also part of it. And then this was after Spencer had been, we think, stunned and hurt. And then that was when Hernandez landed those big shots on the inside and then chased him around the ring and had him reeling against the ropes using both the hook and the right hand and the uppercut. So everything in play for Hernandez there.
See the intense pep talk from Jason Spencer, the father and trainer of Joey Spencer. Really identifying that this is a moment that they need their fighter to work through, and he's come out firing here in round 9.
Yeah, I think to some degree what's needed from Spencer, if he can do it, is volume. Get inside and crank up those body shots and head shots.
Get in there and work from the bottom on up and push him back. But I think, from the last round, Hernandez he's got the momentum going. He's got to keep it up.
And there's 2 nice jabs from Spencer. That's been an underused weapon from him in this fight.
Body shot there by
places
Spencer,
that right hand well.
The placement, yeah.
The best sequences of this fight, Raul, for Spencer have come when he has jabbed, as Al just pointed out, and as he's used that defense to kind of lean back and make Hernandez fall short. He's had some nice stretches in that fight utilizing
Yeah, he caught, when he caught Hernandez lunging in, reaching in, and he caught him with an uppercut, and every time he goes to the body, starts it from the bottom up, he's pretty successful. Those, head movement like that, getting down low, bobbing and moving and coming forward, and 3 and 4 punch explosive combinations, it works for Spencer.
And Hernandez is in a round he's never seen before. He's never been to the 9th round. And Joey Spencer, who's been 10 rounds, in fact, one of his best performances against Kevin Salgado Zambrano was a 10-round win. But the momentum right now is on Hernandez's side, it looks like.
We're seeing this style that Hernandez is really fully formed in that split T boxing gym. He said he's learned to kind of pick and poke a little bit more. He's not just all out reckless aggression. And I think we are seeing a nice blend from him here tonight.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, first of all, the jab has been good for him. The sequence of combinations when he throws 3 and 4 punch combinations down the middle, setting up with the jab. But then Spencer does a lot of that too.
Nice right hand there from Spencer. Now turns the corner.
This is a way better round for Spencer. I think he's fighting very intelligently this round. Staying away from the line of fire, making him miss, making him pay.
Final 10 seconds of round 9 as we will enter the final round of this fight. A nail-biter here between Joey Spencer and Miquel Hernandez.
Last round, baby. Let's go. I need one round where you go balls to the wall. I don't care if you touch them, push them back. We need this round. Okay? I've got us up, but know where you are. We need this round. I need 3 minutes. Suck it up. Your fight, guys. Your fight. Win that hoe. Win that hoe. Take it back. This whole fucking win you want it. So those guys you want it. Come on, nigga. Yeah? That's right. Fuck this guy.
The only thing you need to be thinking about is laying a clean shot and using your legs along these ropes to make an exit. Do not lay on these damn ropes and don't fight him inside. Do not be in here. I don't care if he's on the rope. Do not lay in here and fight in here. You hear me? Okay?
Great round, buddy. Great round.
Joey's a sucker for a reverse cue. If you want to hit him with that, it's there for you. Hit him with a reverse cue.
Joey, win this round. Win this round. Keep your legs until the end of the round. He's going to try to, he's coming after you hard. He's coming after you hard.
10th and final round of what has been a terrific co-main event here between Joey Spencer and Miquel Hernandez. You heard the advice in either corner. Eric Belanger feels that Hernandez is up, but he told his fighter, acknowledge where you are, perhaps feeling that the scorecards here in Michigan could be in favor of Joey Spencer, and Spencer's corner telling him, do not go to the ropes.
You can feel the pressure because for Joey Spencer especially, this fight is vital. I mean, coming off the Ramos, he's had a couple of wins since, but a loss here would set him back considerably at this juncture. Hernandez has the anonymity of these fights he's had before. He's already won by being effective in this fight. And it wouldn't be surprising to know whether this fight was dependent on this round.
Hernandez trying to reach the body there with that left hook. Good stiff
jab,
jab.
yeah, beautiful
Competitive
jab.
there from Hernandez.
Yes.
But back comes Spencer with a nice right hand to the body. I think a lot of the scoring, guys, also comes down to, a lot of the work that Joey Spencer has done throughout the fight, which happens when you fight a guy who fights like Hernandez. It's touching gloves, it's touching arms. How is that valued, right? I mean, and does Hernandez get the credit for his defense in that case? Because I think in a lot of cases we think of defense as only making someone flat out miss, not just blocking those shots like that. Hernandez absorbing some shots, but comes back with a nice right hand.
And Hernandez jabbing him with that, stabbing him with the jab, and see, those are the punches you're talking about, Corey, by Hernandez.
And I think the volume has been more for Hernandez. He's thrown more punches.
Yeah, I think, man, I think the fight is up for grabs. It's close. I mean,
sure.
It's what you like.
Yeah.
What do the judges like?
This has been a good.
Don't ask me what I like.
Yeah,
you know
we
what
know.
I like.
We know what you like.
And I mean,
I think this 10th round's been a good one for Hernandez. What that means in terms of the overall scoring, I don't know, but I just think he's controlled things better here in round 10.
Final 15 seconds of this contest. High-tempo, competitive affair here between Spencer and Hernandez that will head to the scorecards that will be very, very interesting. Former heavyweight title challenger Dillian White is set to continue his comeback journey with a fight against Ghana's Ebenezer Tete on December 15th. The bout will take place at the Europa Point Stadium in Gibraltar as White continues his journey back and looks to remain relevant in the competitive heavyweight division. You can catch that one live here on DAZN. But it's the comeback of Joey Spencer that we're focused on right now. He hopes that the scorecards will be in his favor. This was not an easy night for either man. But Miguel Hernandez, Raul, kind of the nightmare opponent to run into. The guy with sort of an empty-looking record, right? A 9-0 guy that few people had heard of coming in, and then he comes out.
He's a lot, like
and he fights like that.
He's a lot, and he's gonna get fights, but whether he wins or loses, he's gonna get calls. He put on a really good performance.
Joey Spencer didn't want a soft touch as part of his comeback journey. He did not get one here tonight. Nervous moments on either side of referee Ansel Stewart. All right, the scores are in the hands of Thomas Treiber. Let's send it up to the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Domingo Ledesma scores it 95-95, even a draw. Judge Gerard White scores it 97-93. And Judge Patrick Schmidt scores it 98-92, both in favor of your winner by majority decision. Joey, the small town soldier Spencer.
So Joey Spencer victorious by majority decision. You heard the scores, 95-95 even, 97-93, and then 98-92, Raul. That last scorecard.
I don't know. Yeah.
I
There's
don't know.
no way. There's no way.